Welcome to the show. We're going to discuss this Iryna Zarutska death in Charlotte, Carolina. And as y'all can see my face, I understand my job here. I'm a content creator, I'm a YouTuber, but sometimes it's very hard to hold back your emotions. As you can see, I'm far from a racist. Far from it. I love everybody. I mean, how about you? I truly love everybody. When I go out with my friends and I'm on my single man time for the day, I look at every woman as gorgeous. And I mean, every woman to me is gorgeous, whether the Indian, Pakistani, Asian, Filipino, Japanese, all the Asians, Russian, Ukrainian, you know, these black girls, but you know, which I don't like to say the black, but these girls of that come from different cultures, Jamaican, Caribbean, Trinidadian, from Africa. I like to diversify my brown people. I just don't like to call them black, but I love all people. My Puerto Ricans, my Brazil, like I love all people. Hawaiians. I don't go out and I don't go. No, I'm not helping him because she probably said something racist to him. The reason why she died because the people are racist. They just don't know that they're racist. They just don't know. Sometimes you could go, you could live in this world, and a lot of times you could think that you're not racist, but you are racist. And I have to tell you, those people on the train was racist because they didn't even want to look at her. It was a scene in the video where you see the woman, the young girl, Iryna. You don't see how she folded herself up in a chair and she looked at that black woman, and then she just turned back around and just started crying because she knows those people in the train wouldn't help her. They wouldn't help her. My sister got in a situation a long time ago. And the situation she got into, not my real sister, but sister I call sister, she it was traumatic for her. And it was nothing but black and browns around. It was only a few Caucasians. But let me tell you, after that man did that to her, you know who came to save her? One Caucasian woman and two Caucasian men. All the black people there, they just looked at her. Some of them took out their phone. Some of them laughed. As from what she said, we're sick. Some of us are really sick. And when I hear certain stories, I understand why certain communities vote a certain way. They're sick. They are sick. And I would never, I would never subscribe to the racist and the victim card. I would never subscribe to walking down the street or seeing any person that is white and just automatically think they're racist. Why white people just can't like you? You know white people are people too. How about they just don't like you? If I don't like a white boy because he look a certain way or he did something, that don't mean I'm racist. I don't like you. I don't like your energy, bro. The same way I would tell somebody that's my same color, I just don't like him. I just don't like him. If you see a white woman in the grocery aisle and she roll her eyes at you, it doesn't mean that she's racist. She just don't like you. She just don't like you. It's something that you did. If you did something to her, you may have bumped. Why they can't roll their eyes and not be racist? Why they can't ditch you in a line and not be racist? Why they can't call you out for your misbehavior and not be racist? You know why? Because the media has fooled you to convince you that racists still exist on a large scale, and it don't. Racism will never go away. It would never go away, but let me tell you this. The power that racism have is so belittled. On an average person of color everyday life, most of us is not even thinking about racism. We're going to work without Caucasian colleagues every day. We're going to play golf without Caucasian colleagues every day. We're going to eat lunch without Caucasian colleagues every day. They sign our checks. They take care of our kids. They're a lot of them are our best friends, our good friends. I got a few of them. My friend Joe is one of them. Good friend. Good friend. Even though, I don't really put the Italian, and Irish into the same category, but he has this Caucasian skin color, so it's sad. It's sad. You have a president that cleaned up the most vicious city. We seen that city in turmoil since the 60s, 50s, who knows? He cleaned it up in 2 days. The Democrats said it's impossible. The Democrats said, no, we need organizations and we need at least $2.8 billion every year in our cities in order to correct the problem every year. It just can't be done unless we get organizations and money year after year since the 60s, 61, 62, 1970, 1975, 1980, 1985, 1990, 1985. You know how much money they've been getting? 2000, 2005, 2010, 2015, murder rate every year. Every year, 300 people dying. Think about that. In 5 years, 300 people dying. 5 times 5, how much would that equal? Come on, there's 15,000 people. 15,000 people or more you're losing in your city. From something that could be prevented. I get heart attacks. You can prevent that by eating healthier. I get slip and falls. You can prevent that by making sure the floor's wet and wearing proper shoes. A lot of people fall and, break a hip and die. I get car accidents, people speeding. You gotta crack down on that. Give tickets, and give tickets. Put cameras and, make the motor vehicle laws more stringent. But murder? That's definitely something that could be prevented to a large scale. To a large scale. Number one, you have to bring back the death penalty. You have to. It's no way you could get rid of crime without not bringing back the death penalty, because you know what the death penalty does? It gives room for negotiation. If you watch books on billionaires, how they talk about the art of negotiation, a lot of times you need tools in your chest cabinet that you don't want to use at all. You really don't want to use it. But you need it in order for people to plea out. You need it. because you can't take everybody to trial. But you need a murderer to have two options: death or life in prison. You don't need them to have an option of life in prison or 15 years in prison. They're going to plea out to the 15, come out in 15 and come back to your neighborhood. We're going to break down this video just little by little. Now, if you look at this scene right here, as you can see, he's disturbed. He's disturbed. He's hearing some type of voice. He doesn't like to be free. Society is tormenting him. He's been crying. He's been trying to tell y'all, I'm not meant to be free. Over 15, 14 times. The man had 15, 14 felony charges. He got caught 15, 14 times. He's been screaming for help. But his help he's screaming for is not medication. He's been screaming for y'all to take him out of society. He's been trying to tell y'all. He's been trying to tell his mom, his sister, his auntie, the judge, the prosecutor. He's been trying to tell them, I'm not meant to be free amongst normal people. And y'all keep letting him out. Y'all keep letting him out every time. Pass go, collect your 200, you're free. As you can see, the man, you know when you have your hands like this as a little kid and you like upset with your mom and you go, that's emotional disturbance. He's being disturbed mentally. He's having a mental breakdown. Freeing somebody like this is not good for society. Look when she sat down. Look how he looked at her and smirked. Like, yeah, we got one. We got one. Because something in his head was telling him, the next person that come in here, if they sit in front of me, you cut them. When she came to sit next to him, look at the way he react. Look at it. Look. Look at the smirk in his face. Look at the smirk. Let me increase this. Look at it. You think I'm lying? Look. Exit that shit. You seen it? Did y'all see it? Did y'all see it? Look. Look at his face. Soon as she sat down, he looked at her like, okay. It's kind of like he gave a smirk. He did a smirk. Just like most females, and I tell females this all the time, most females are oblivious to society. They walk around, they heads is in the phone, they're texting, they got their music up loud. If a man is not supposed to do that, you got to understand, females, y'all are the weak link. We are not the weak link. If laws ended today, like if all laws ended today, you know who would be mostly victimized? Do you know? Yes, there'll be a lot of men getting victimized too. But I tell you one thing. It'll be a lot of females getting victimized in our word every 2 seconds, because That's just how men are. There are a lot of men in this planet, this world they're crazy. They're nuts. They're animalistic. Even the one that you go to work with every day, he says good morning to you. He gives you coffee. He has a nice smile. There's another side to him that you didn't see. Trust me. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm telling you the truth. Look how when she sat down. Look at him. He looked like if he couldn't believe she sat next to him. He couldn't believe that this girl sat next to him. Beautiful girl too. It looked like she was a model or something. You know, a lot of Ukrainian girls. Look at that. Look how he took out the knife. Look how he got up. Look how he got up like a madman. It's like something took over his body. It's like a demon. It's like an evil spirit took him over. She have no idea what happened. She don't even have any idea that somebody got up behind her. I know when I used to be on the bus or the train, I used to notice every little movement around me. Even if somebody's sitting next to me and they go in their purse, I go down and I look like this. I go down and I look like this. When you're sitting in any public transportation, the best place to sit is by the door. The best place to sit is by the door. If the doors are taken up, the next place to sit is by the bus driver or in the back. And when you sit down on a bus, I get it. You want to be all up in your phone, all of that, but don't have both your AirPods in your ear. Only put one and don't blast it. You blast it at work. You blast it at home. When you out in public, you're in the Amazon and you're walking down the river. And it's called the Amazon River. And in the Amazon, next to the Amazon River, is two things that can happen to you. One, a creature on the Amazon land is going to kill you. Or two, a creature in the Amazon River is going to drag you and kill you. Those are only two things that's going to happen to you in Amazon. That's why in the Amazon, you should never be looking at your phone. You should never have two AirPods in your ear. Any moment a spider could bite you. Any second a snake could bite you and give you some lethal venom that you would never survive from. In any second a jaguar could drag you and put you up in those trees. And I seen it happen in a video. Always be aware. She have no idea what just happened. She have no idea that somebody just stood up behind her. At least you could do is be aware so you could catch things. Like if she didn't have her AirPods in her ear, she would have heard the clicking of a knife. But don't get this video wrong. This is 100% not her fault. This fault belongs to the Democratic policies. The people that's on the train, I could vent about their actions. But the one thing, I can't really blame them because they're trapped in a democratic society that trained them, that psychologically trained them to think that crime is okay. And seeing blood on the ground and a woman on the chair stabbed and crying and, she's dressed in a work uniform, she don't even look like a crackhead. She don't even look like a crackhead. Society, the Democratic Society convinced you that it's just a normal event. It's normal. They convinced you that it's normal to see bums in the street and you have to walk over them to get to the ATM. They convinced you that 13 and 14-year-olds run around with guns and murdering themselves, and you coming out your house and you're seeing a little tiny body bag and you're like, yo, what happened? Oh yeah, it was just a shootout. You know how these dudes do out here. Oh, these dudes? How old are they? Oh, 14, 15. They normalized it. So where you can still vote again because you don't think there's anything wrong because they psychologically convinced you subconsciously that this is okay, guys. You know we're all united against the racist Republicans. We have to fight racism. We can't focus on crime. Racism is our number one fight, not crime. Don't worry about crime. It's all good. I'm gonna show y'all here. I'm gonna show y'all here where the white guy is the only one that noticed the blood. Look. Look. He noticed the blood. He's the only one on the train that probably, I would have thought that would have did something, but from what happened to the last guy that did something, he had to quit his job and go up front the jury for a murder trial for killing a crazy person on the train because that crazy person was trying to hurt other people. So he had to sacrifice his life and his time for innocent people. That's why guys like this is not getting involved. Because in a democratic city, they will convince you that a man walking around with dirty dreads all day in a hoodie and stabbing white woman in the neck with a blade, it's okay. Because they're white. It wasn't a white man stabbing a black man. It was a black man stabbing a white woman. So it's fine, guys. There's no racism here. Look how he noticed it. Look how he took precaution. That's how you know that white guy not from those areas. That's how you know that white guy probably don't even not hypnotized by the Democratic plantation. He noticed something. Look at this guy. I don't even know why he did this. But I think he took off the shirt so other people don't see the blood on his shirt. And he wrapped the shirt around his hand to make it seem like he cut himself in his hand and he didn't cut anybody else. Look at him. Dreads dirty. Look, guys just walking over it like it's nothing. Like it's a regular Monday. It's a regular Monday. Blood on the train. Young girl. Ukrainian. She's a Ukrainian refugee. Okay. She's crying. Oh, she's probably crying because of what's going on in Ukraine. Don't worry about her. Don't worry about her. Everybody just going. They just going along with their day. Going along with their day. And look at him. Disappeared into the night. Disappeared into the night. I don't know why this dude running. I don't know what happened. I think they just saw the body in the other train. So now they running. They running. Still don't help her. They running. Sad. 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 Y'all are sad. Let me cut this off before YouTube really kick me out. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and Please put this young girl in your prayers. And I beg you, please change the way you vote.